Taina, I'm sorry we're late. I was like just lost here trying to figure out how everything is working. It's my first time here. And welcome to my Berlin kitchen. And my name is Taina, and we are today cooking with seeds, talking about seeds. And we are talking about leftovers. And I first have to say that I am guest of Stabsstelle, Bildung für nachhaltige Entwicklung, which is the educational department for city development from the Bezirk, the district Charlottenburg, Wilmersdorf. And thank you very much, Lydia, for inviting me for this. And so the Stabsstelle, first I have to tell you what is the Stabsstelle, what is this educational department for city development, for the sustainable city development. And this is an amazing project that was initiated by Oliver Schruffneger, and what they do is to connect people to great projects that are doing something for our environment and something for people. And so I came to them with one of my projects, the Food Art Week, and they said after 1.5 hours, they said, well, that's a great project, and we don't want this project just for a week, we want this for the whole year. And so we started collaborating, and last year we did together the Food Art Week with the topic water at the Steinplatz. It's a place, a public place just across the UDK, the University of Arts in Berlin. And we occupied this place with 4 greenhouses that were shining green in the evening. And they were not only an art installation, but also an educational spot where people could learn about the impact of our food production in the environment, in the water. And I got many visitors, I got many students coming and helping creating one of the houses that people could leave messages for sort of our ideas of how to preserve water in our planet. And what else? We did like one special program on the weekend with a lot of performances, talks, music, and it was really pretty amazing. You can have a look at the video from the Stabsstelle, from this YouTube channel. Don't forget to subscribe there and watch the videos. So I also want to say that today we have the great support of the Berlin Art Link, and without them I could not be here with you. And they were also supporting us at the Food Art Week last year, and great thing. So now I wanted to tell you about, first of all, life in Earth wouldn't exist without a seed. So everything, all the food we eat comes from a seed. And you know, this like little, very, very teeny thing, and we know now, right? We are all at home, and we know how like one sort of like invisible thing can sort of change the whole world and change our lives. And this, look, this is the seed that is from shiso, and this is from the basil. And look how teeny they are. You cannot even see them. And they are so powerful. There's like everything here, and they're really important. Because like without the biodiversity, without that we have all kind of different plants, we also would not have like all the life that we know now. So as for an instance, let me explain. So we have like in Brazil, as for example, in the place where I was born, a forest, and there's a bird that only eats the nuts from a specific tree. So if you destroy a forest, this tree is gone, the nut is gone, and the bird is gone, and so the whole ecosystem is gone. And so because these seeds are so important, we have this topic today, and also because originally this talk was supposed to take place at Healthily at the Film Reihe, a project by the Stabsstelle. And as you know, we cannot have film screenings, so we are now here talking about. And I wanted to also, I have like some seeds here to show. These are organic seeds from Sementes Vivas. They produce for Demeter, which is sort of like a very trustable label for organic food. And what many people think is, you know, like we go to the shopping, to organic shopping, and we buy our food, and we think this food comes, of course, from organic seed, and it's not like that. And this is why we are doing this campaign, the organic food from organic seeds. So this is like what we have to be asking for, which is really, really important. So the next thing, okay, how to preserve seeds, how to preserve this biodiversity. One thing that we can do is to start eating them, eating this diversity. Isn't it amazing? So look at this. This is really, really easy. This is like sort of a selection of seeds that you can just add on any kind of food you have. You can put on the salad, you can put on the pasta, or you can make muesli bars, and you can do so many things with them. And the other thing that is really, really amazing, and especially like now in this time of the year, in the springtime, we should be like sort of connected to the nature. And now the nature, what is happening to the nature, at least here in Germany, in the European countries, the seeds, they are coming to life. They are like sort of like they were like there in the winter, and then just like popping up. And we should be also like in the same sort of move, because that's like very powerful when we feel connected to the nature. And so look, this is what I started some days ago, and this is a seed that you just wash with water 3 times in a day, and then they come up. And you know, every single seed has everything that a whole plant has in it. So it's really, really powerful. And this is what you can find in the organic stores here. You buy it ready, but you know, this is like really expensive, and you can for like 1/10, like I don't know, really like much less money, just start doing yourself. And that's like what we are also doing today, because we want to motivate you to be at home and to cook good food from organic farmers. Support your organic farmers, support your local producers, and you know, this will like help a lot also the planet. And the other thing that is the topic here today is how to work out your leftovers. So look, I am today inviting you to work out. So you see, I'm wearing this outfit to show you. Look, here are the breads that I bought at a bio company, like for half price. So you can buy the bread from yesterday for half price, and they are still good, they're still tasty, you can do a lot with them, and plus you're helping the environment, you're helping our planet. So I wrote 2 books, and I want to show you. The first book is already in the 2nd edition by Open Verlag, and the recipe that we're doing today, it's on this book, and this is the bread tahini, and I will show you a picture of it. So the second book I wrote is the Mindful Kitchen, die Küche der Achtsamkeit, and it's both books, they talk about leftovers and how you can do amazing recipes and instead of wasting, having like amazing food on your table. So I will show you like a little bit more just to have you. This is more sort of like a holistic view about the food waste. So it's divided. It's a biographic book, and so you see you have like my childhood in Brazil, and you have then like my trip to Japan and how this influenced me. Here you see Yuki, my lovely friend, here cooking with me, and you know all this philosophy of the Japanese Buddhist kitchen philosophy, which is the topic of the book Mottainai, which means reduce, reuse, recycle, and it's also a way to say thank you. And so I got like some ideas how to do this in the art context. And so you can read about my gallery, you can read about different techniques, how to preserve food, like fermenting and drying and so on. And you have like little stories, you have also like these again talking about solidarity, right? We are learning so much about solidarity now. How important it is that we get together, that we are supporting each other. And this is me at the Speisegut, Solidarity Agriculture Project, and it's an amazing model for the future, and we should be all practicing this. By practicing this, we can avoid so much waste and so much problems for people, for animals, for the nature, and for ourselves. And so here you go, you have like, you know, really like crazy recipes that really work. Like as for example, I think it's funny because, you know, you can eat banana peels. So there are like things that you might not know. And well, let me see, there's the comments, if people are commenting here, there's someone saying something, or if you have some inputs, like just like write to me. I'm going to check times to times what you're writing there. And don't forget to drink water, keep hydrated. So okay, here we go. Did I forget something? We start now with the food, with the preparation, right? And here you have the main ingredient, which is the bread, and then I got here the hazelnuts flour and the almond flour, and here is the normal. You can use any kind of flour. It's just like 1 spoon. It's just to get it, you know, like a little bit moisture, a bit all together. And here there's an egg. But you can also do a vegan version and just don't use the egg. And this is corn. You know, it's like a local product here, but you can also add other ingredients, you know, what is available, because the idea is that you get creative in the kitchen. So you open your fridge and you see what is there, and you know, you can add everything there. And that's the great thing about cooking, right? And let me see. Cool. So, and these are carrots, and also, you know, like another thing to you know, avoid waste is that if you buy organic, you don't need to peel, you don't need to throw away the peels. You can cook with it, right? And if you have one recipe that you don't need the peels, you need like this color, I don't know. So you can do a lot with the peels, and I got some recipes for you. And so if you have some inputs, or if you want to check it out, just write on the comments. And if you're enjoying the video, please don't forget to put your, you know, like just like the video and make some comments. So what I will start doing is, to have like the carrots. Oh, look. I got also something like that. Let's see. I'm in white, so let's put it here. And so you've got to make like these the carrots. Make like 2. Why I'm doing this, I'm checking here if someone has like an input for today's topic. If you're watching this and you want to know more about like the seeds, as for example, the problems that we had concerning like biodiversity, or if you have any questions, you just write in the comments, and as soon as I can, I will reply. And also you can follow me on Instagram. It's like Tataisgram. I'm also going to write in the comments. And on Instagram, I'm very reachable, and you can just write me a drop and say, hey, Taina, I want to know more about, I'm interested about this. Or if you want to know more about the Food Art Week, as for example, what is the goal of Food Art Week, what we want to do to change and how to participate, because it's like a democratic platform where we want to see like every single one involved and doing something with us. And so sorry, and I thought I wanted to make it easier to and show some sort of like a part of the process, but it's taking like a little bit long. But you know, never mind. The great thing of cooking is that you can also you know, it's like a meditative process, and I think also it's a great you know, way to show your love to people you like, and it's a great way to share things about your culture or your values. You know, once, as for example, I'm telling you, oh, this is a recipe with leftovers, and because I do care about the environment, I care about people, and so yeah, it's something like sort of very yeah, it's like very rich in terms of what everything that food means. And as for an instance, you can say, oh, this is the recipe of my grandmother, or oh, this is the recipe, you know, I got in this circumstance, in I don't know, a trip I did that was like the most important trip I ever did in my life, or this I have learned from some people, I don't know. So it's really a great thing, right? It's a great tool, and that's why I choose to work with food. So I'm going to show you, let me see if it's here, it's a good place to show you. I want to show like actually how you just cut the onion, because it's like sort of like something amazing, you know, like you have already here the shape, the design of the onion. You want to come and join me? And you know, like actually I invited my son to be part of this, and he has like a real good tip for you, like that you have problems cutting onions. So you can just like wear like the mask, and then you're going to be protected. And that's a great thing. I'm not going to use now. And so look, the onion is like nature is it's so amazing. It's like it's already designed, so you know where you have to cut. Okay, you just follow here the stripes, you know, the design, and then you might make like a one cut here, or 2 or 3, and then look how amazing it is. You just get here, it's already like a really thin, oh, don't forget to protect your finger here behind your other fingers, so you don't, you know, you can talk to people, and then you don't need to be so much concerned that you're going to cut yourself. But don't try this. like first get some experience and then you can try. But first you have to be very, very aware what you're doing, you know. And look at this. You get already like the onions in the shape that you want. And so these onions we are going to use first to do a tomato sauce, which is like you know, you can also, like, to save time, you might like to make the whole glass, and then you can freeze some. And so one day that you're just lazy at home and you don't want to cook, you can just like you have something, you know, for later on. And look, and this is another tip I can give to you. It's like, you don't want to make your hands dirty, to put like your finger here and cut yourself or something. You can use another knife and just like this. And the amazing thing is like that, you know, many chefs, they have like a lot of different tools, and I just have like basically 2 knives, and then you can really pretty much like do everything you want with them. And of course, like a blender is always like very, very useful, because you gotta have, like, as for example, the breads. Now you're going to prepare the breads, and you want to have like these this powder or the flour, the bread flour. So you want to have like a blender or some like machine to help you. And okay, here you go. You see, it goes very fast, and then you don't need to work more on the onions, because it's already like very thin. It's already like in the shape you want, and it's really amazing. And you see, and you have like the thing here that is holding all the onion together. So it's really, really smart. So it's really like something I can recommend, and that saves also time if you do that. All right, here you go. You have the onions, and I'm going to put here on the pan. Then just 1 garlic, and it's the same thing that you're doing. You're just having like the sliced teeny things here. Just like the end of the garlic, you keep it together so it don't fall apart and you don't lose everything. So then you go there, and you see, it's like really thin, very, very fine, and it goes very fast. You don't need to then after do much work here to get like everything like kind of homogeneous. So here you go on the pan, and then I do just a little bit oil. And you know, like, I always like give priority to use organic products, because like they are better for the environment, they are better for your health, and it's a meat that is like more expensive than the others. And so it's just, I'm just going to put like just a little bit here. And then while we're doing this, I'm going to open this, the tomato sauce, the passierte Tomaten, and just leave there, prepare. And here you go, like you put this here. Why you want to have like the flour there? Because you want this tomato sauce not to be very, very liquid. So that's the reason why you're doing this. It's the same process, the same method that you use for bechamels, for example. And you use like before, because if you try to put them after, you might get some like little things on your zosa, which you don't want. So, and yeah, another tool that is really, really important, you know, if you're starting in the kitchen, is to have like this. This is very useful, because you can go and then there and take everything out of the pan or whatever place you have your food. Alright, so this is going to take a while, and now we are going to do the bread. So the thing with the bread is that, you know, you can mix different kind of breads. And look, this is like a bit hard, and many people threw away, and you can do like a lot of things with it. And you don't need to use just one kind of bread. You can use different kinds of bread. And here I have this machine. I will show you a bit closer. Maybe we improve on it, but this is like an amazing machine, and you have here, you know, you can weight here, and then you have the quantity that you want, and this is going to blend everything together and make a very fine flour. And this is like now like one of my favorites here in the kitchen is the spilling any fine. So really amazing thing. And so I don't know if you can see here, you have then there, and you just put on the program there. You see there's like, now it says on the 0, and then you get the amount of bread that you want. I want a little bit. Okay. It's not. Let me see. Okay, this is what we want. And then you just like have to blend. You might like to cut a little bit, but it's not necessary. You can just like put it all together. I will cut a little bit, but just like in this piece. It's still, you can do it with bread that are not, you know, that are very hard. So here you go. We just so then you lower down the heat here, so and allow this to cook a little bit. And you see, I'm going to show you. Here you have like, you know, because you use the flour, so it's like now it's not like very liquid, and this is what we want for our tahini. And here we have the bread. So look how amazing it is. And you can use even harder breads. You don't need to use like this still kind of like fresh bread. And so I'm going to put like the carrots here inside. And the corn. And then we turn on the heat here. Little surprise. And then I'm going to move here. Look, you have those ingredients here. You can add the bread. And then mix the hazelnuts. Here. I make it here because it's complicated here. I have to do some more workout. Look. And this is the almond flour. So it goes all together. And you know, like one thing, carrots, we know, like some people might know, that is rich in vitamin A. And you know, vitamin A is not absorbed on our body if you don't eat together with the fat. And we want to eat the good fat, and therefore I added these nuts here on the recipe. So you get the carrots with the vitamin A, but you get also the nuts that sort of like make this chemical thing process inside your body, and then you get strong. All right, so I would do this a vegan version, right? And you can use like any kind of herbs. I like the cilantro, and I think it's really amazing taste, you know. So it gives me like sort of a sense of you know, like feeling home. I don't know. Yeah. Look at this amazing knife. Yeah, good knife is always important in the kitchen. So here you go, we have like all our ingredients here. And one thing that I also want to say, salt. This is the salt with seaweed, and it's just like, you know, a different taste, and also like it's a good way sort of to integrate the seaweeds, which are very important for our nutrition. So it's like a good way to have them on your food. And also, you know, it makes it like the taste a little bit different, which is always good, like sort of to surprise people, right? When they don't expect. But anyhow, they will not expect like a bread tahini is not something like that that people used to know, at least here, and or people that don't know me. So let me know what they think. Okay, look, so you get like sort of like these, look how it's looking. It's a beautiful color, and it's already smelling really good. So now what you need is a baking form. It's bread baking form, and you need like this sheet of baking paper, and then you're just going to put your dough here inside. And this is an amazing recipe that you can eat warm or cold. And when we are able to go out and to go to the school, to go to work, then you can also bring it with you, and it's like a really good thing. And let me see if there are comments. Hey Dimitra, are you there? Cool. Hello. Dimitra has like a very nice project, and she's supporting, a big supporter. You know, I really appreciate that. I have like so many amazing women by my side, and they are all supporting me. Let me see who has this like online. I lost a lot here. I'm going to check everything then later on. So what you want now is like to have like this a little bit like more, you know, like kind of in all the baking form. Don't forget to press, you know, there on the corner, so you get a beautiful form, and it's going to be really amazing. It's really like a good recipe that I made like in different occasions, and it's like always like people enjoy. So I hope you enjoy too. So you cover a little bit here, and you can press and make like a beautiful form. And this goes in the oven for 25-30 minutes, depends on your oven. And as I don't want you to wait, and I have here already one that I prepared for you to show. So this is how it comes out of the oven. And you know, it's dry, and then if you put like a knife, it's coming like dry out, and so sort of now it's how are you going to present it. So I got this here, but you can use any kind of plate, you know, like a larger plate. And then you can cut into slices. Maybe this first one is not so pretty, you can eat yourself. And so you make some cuts like this. And I like to eat it with like the herbs, the fresh herbs, and some spreads. So it's really, as I said, really very, very healthy. And I think they are beautiful, and you can make like a beautiful decoration on top when it's cold, of course. And spread some seeds here. Oh, I lost one. And some herbs here. I mean, this is the way I would serve now, but you know, of course, you can be creative yourself. And here we go. This is how it looks. And I got really hungry. And I hope you enjoyed. I would love to hear your comments. Don't forget to press the like button and to write in the comments what you think about. If you have any suggestions or any idea what you would like to learn, further recipes. If you like us, for example, to learn how to make art using food, or if you want to learn more about like the seeds, or you know, in order to grow seeds we need to have a good soil. So if you want to learn about that topic, I'm here, and I would have to make another video for you guys. So thank you very much for watching, and thank you very much Berlin Art Link. Thank you Stabsstelle Buches für nachhaltige Entwicklung. Thank you all my friends, and yeah.